Hello, welcome. It's Caroline here from Crafty Carly's Creations. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm based in Falkirk in central Scotland. I've come on today and today's video is going to be slightly different from my normal Sunday videos in that this is a video that I'm doing in conjunction with my teammates. So if you look in the description box beneath, down below, you'll see that there's a link to my teammates' videos as well, and likewise they will have a link to my video. So we're sharing things and sharing around, and we have a theme for our video hop, and the theme is the new annual catalogue, which was launched just last week. We've to use products from the new catalogue, so I'm going to use the Elegantly Said suite, which, as you all know if you watch my videos, is one of my absolute favourites in the new catalogue. The new catalogue's fab, absolutely love it, and if you haven't got a copy of it you can look on the Stampin' Up website and you can get sight of it, or if you're like me and like to have it in the flesh, give me a shout and I'll send out a copy of it to you. So this is the Simply Elegant suite. The suite costs £55. In the suite you get these lovely papers, which you've seen me waxing lyrical about before because I just love them. This is my absolute favourite, I love it. Today I am challenging myself to use probably my least favourite paper from the suite, which is this one with the flower on it. So I'm going to do something with that. You also get the Elegantly Said stamp set, which is one of the Clint stamp sets, which are my favourites. You've seen me use this stamp a lot because I just really like it. So today I'm going to use this one here and create something with this. You also get the punch, which you can punch out very simply this shape, but you can also do elongated shapes, which is what I'm going to do today, so that'll show you something a bit different. And you also get some lovely twine. You get the gold twine and you get the silver twine, which is really lovely. And all of that comes together. Or you can buy just the bundle, which is the stamp set and the punch, and that comes in at £34 and you get 10% discount by buying the two of them together. So it's quite good, and it's a lovely stamp set. So let's create something with it. So as I said, we're doing this paper here, which the back side, I actually prefer the back side of this paper, but no, I am actually going to do something here. I think my problem is that I don't have any copper papers or any of the metallics here in my stash to coordinate with, so there's a wee bit of me thinking, well, what am I going to put with it, what am I going to do? So I've decided to do a long card. So this is 4 inches in height, and it's 8 1/4 inches long, although I think I've had to cut it down because I'm hopeless at folding cards, so it's maybe slightly smaller, but that was the size that I was aiming for in the beginning. I have cut a piece of designer paper just slightly shorter than that, and I have also cut a piece of black paper which is just slightly smaller, so that's going to sit on top of that like so. And then this will go on top of that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this border round the outside of the card and see if that works. It may work, it may not work. We'll find out in a minute. So, as you can probably hear, there's a puppy going mad in the background. I thought she would be asleep. She had been asleep and then has decided to waken up and is at the moment emptying everything out of the bin, which is great. If you could see the floor in here, it is just, yeah, and you can hear her. She's not best pleased, but she'll just have to entertain herself for a little while until I get this done. Okay, so let's see what we're going to do. So we're going to go along here like that, or are we going to go along here like that? Ooh, decisions. This is very difficult for me to see because I can't lean right over the top of it the way I would normally do, because otherwise all you would get sight of is my head, which is perhaps, well, that's not what you want to see, is it? So bear with me a second. What are we chewing? Oh, we're chewing a crane at the moment. I don't know where she got that from. So yeah, Jessie, who is with me, the pup, 10 weeks old. She is a guide dog pup. We train guide dogs, we have them for the first year of their life. and we entertain them and get them house trained, and I don't think that's going to work, but we'll see. Get them house trained, get them ready to go out and face the world, socialise them, get them used to going on and off trains, get them used to going in and out of shops, buses. That hasn't really worked. And I don't think that's going to look right with that on top of it. No, see, that's not really, you're not going to see much, are you? Okay, let's rethink this. Get another piece of white paper. This is where you wish you were on a live video and I could say to you, right guys, come on, tell me, what do you think I should do? I need your help. So I'm going to do the same card dimension again, and I am going to make that 8 3/4 long, not 3/4, 8 1/4, sorry. That to one side, and I want to score it at 4. I think what I maybe do is make my black slightly smaller. Right, let's see if we've managed to make that. Oh yeah, that's much better. So yeah, Jessie will be with us for some time, so no doubt she will be showing up in videos here, there and everywhere. This way. That's a bit better. Now let's see, fingers crossed we can get this all nicely matched up. Well, that's marginally better. Do it on the top as well. I'm going to fold it over because otherwise I'm not going to be able to see the edge. What are you chewing now, missus? There we go, it's a wee bit skew with. Told you this was going to be a challenge for me, that I had really challenged myself to use things that I wouldn't normally use. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, I think we're going to completely rethink this card because that's not working for me. Right, 3rd time lucky. And last time we're now chewing a tissue, ripping it up into shreds, so I'm going to have to do some hoovering in here when I finish doing this video. Mental note to self next time, even if she seems quiet, put her in her crate. When you're trying to do a video. See what I mean? I cannot get cards to be trim a wee bit off there. That's better. I think I need to change my blade on my trimmer. Things are going a bit raggedy. Right, so we're not going to bother with that stamp. We're going to use the flower. The flower that matches the flower on the paper. And we will just stamp along the edge of the card, just willy-nilly. The vast majority of this you're actually not going to see because the black card will be over the top of it. But there we go. So you can see that sometimes great ideas just don't work out and we have to go back to the drawing board. And for me, get back to practicing doing straight borders. Okay, so this is going to go on top of that and sit like so. Might put some down the sides just to fill the whole lot in. Zoom over here. Make that look better. Oh. There we go. Not sure how this is going to look, but hey, we'll soon find out. I'm going to use wet glue because it gives me more of a chance to play about with things and move the paper around and get it exactly where I want it to be. Lots of glue on there so as I can smush it around. Technical term there. So yeah, somewhere about here in the middle is where we want to be. Just move that up a wee bit. There we go. Okay, and now to the punching. Now, this is a lovely punch, and if you want to just use it to punch, I've got loads of scrap paper here. If you want to just use it to punch, you take a piece of white card and you pop it in. As normal with Stampin' Up! Stamps, you take it to where you want it to be and you can kind of hold on to it slightly and you punch it out, and that's lovely. That's really, really beautiful and there's no issue with it. But you can do a wee bit more with this one. You can cut the paper slightly narrower. So I have cut this at 1 1/4. 1 3/4, bear with me a second and I'll tell you what my measurements are. Getting all my measurements muddled up. 1 3/4, yes. So 1 3/4 wide, and it's just slightly narrower than the punch. So you can pop it in, pull it all the way through till we're there, and then we'll punch that side. So it looks like so. And we do the same in reverse. So take that wee bit out, pop this in, on all the way in till we get it where we want it to be. Line it all up, and there we go. So you have, I think it looks a bit like a nice bookmark, but it also makes it a longer and a double-ended tab, which I'm going to pop over the top here, and that'll sit on there. Alright, so we'll glue that down. Either way looks lovely. I think that's a really clever idea with that punch. It allows you to be so versatile. You can make it longer and have it just a single-ended one, so it would just be a longer version of this, or you can do what we've done here and have the fancy bit at both ends, whichever. It just looks fantastic. Oh, I get glue everywhere as usual. Right, so there we go. Now you need to put a sentiment on top of that somehow. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do. This is where I wish I had some of the silver metallic paper or the bronze metallic paper, and I could put some of that on top and, you know, do something a wee bit more yeah, just a bit more in keeping with the papers, but hey ho. I'm going to use this here, or this is the sentiment I'd like to use, which is True Love Stories Last Forever, and I want it to be sitting somewhere around about here. That's where I'd like that to be. I don't know what colour of paper to do it on. If I had embossing powders, it would be really nice to do it sort of just here even, in the embossing powders, but I don't have copper embossing. I do have silver, but I don't have the copper, and I think the copper would stand out so much better with what we have here. So what I am going to do is perhaps forget this sentiment and use one of the other ones. They've got so many nice sentiments with this one. You've got Life Has Changed For You, but my love and support never will. You've got All the Things You Do Are Simply Amazing, and Wishing You a Wonderful Birthday, which I'm not going to use. They also have Happy Anniversary stamp, which would be very good because there are so many different colours and papers that match this. And they've got Thank You and Just For You, or For You rather, there as well. So I'm going to do All the Things You Do Are Simply Amazing, and I'm going to be really boring and use one of the white tabs and put it on top of that like so with black ink. And then what I think I'll do is get some of the copper twine that comes with this and wrap it around this and make it into a bow. So all the things you do are simply amazing. That's not directed at you at the moment, puppy. Right, I'm going to pop these on some dimensionals. Just to lift this up. Oh dear. Is it getting close to lunchtime, pup? No. Can everybody see you? You being super cute. Okay, All the Things You Do Are Simply Amazing. I'm popping that just down there. And then I'm going to get some of the twine, which is just behind me. Bear with me a sec. These are the two twines that come with this. Actually, I think I'm going to use the silver. I think that would be better than the gold, because the gold and the copper just don't really go. These are lovely, 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 lovely. So you just wrap that round and I'll tie that into a small bow. Don't laugh at me because my bows aren't. I'm not really doing very well today. I'm not showing myself off to be the best, but I suppose you could look on it as, well, you know, if I can manage to do this, then I'm sure you lot watching at home can do better. pull that back out a wee bit. There we go. Oh, that's not too bad. There we go. Nice wee bow to finish it off. So there we go. Gives you some sort of idea. If nothing else, it's taught you how to do the longer banner on these the Simply Elegant suite, and how to use that punch a wee bit more. I love Stampin' Up! Punches. They are so quick and so easy. I'm building up quite a nice wee collection of them. They're really easy to use, and you get such a good result with them every single time. Let me know what you think. Watch everyone else's videos down below. I'm sure you won't be disappointed, and you'll get plenty of ideas on how to use products from the new catalogue. Like I say, give me a shout if you want a copy of one, and watch out for the next video, which will be next Sunday night. Okay, many thanks, take care, bye bye.